You know, it's an interesting question. Somebody who's done this for 4 years. This is my job. How do you restore faith in the institution? One of the things that I've noticed, and I'm guilty of it just as much as anybody else is how do we talk about Congress? Like that. Cheap shots. Attacks. Personal attacks. He's a career politician. He's a wealthy career politician. Last night I got accused of sending my children to private schools, unless somehow that would matter. No, excuse me, not my children. But I went to a private college, and therefore somehow I was part of the cultural problem. How do you change the culture in Washington if you can't even change the tone of a debate? If you get to the job by demeaning the office, if you get to a job by demeaning your opposition, are you really solving the problem? Have you heard me say a single thing about Mr. Adams that's negative? Career politician, I've done this for 4 years. Before that, I did it for 4 years on a part-time basis. I was in the state legislature. He's on town council. They're both part-time positions. Makes it sound like I've been there 28 years. Are there problems in Washington? Absolutely. I can go down the list. By the way, I've seen them now. I know more about them than I did before I got there. You could draw a line amongst the members of Congress who've been there fewer or more than about 12 years. And something happens to you after you've been about 12 years that makes you a different kind of person. I don't know why that is. It's one of the reasons I support term limits. I've offered a term limits bill every single year that I've been there. But I don't know how we're going to change the culture if we can't change the tone here. I've met with Democrat groups. In fact, I know there's a lot of people here who I've met with before I got here tonight who don't agree with me on many things. I met with the NAACP. I met with Hispanic groups. I met with the retired Democrats of York County. They frightened me to death when they're going to beat me with their canes. That's how you change Congress, is you change the tone at home. And you find people who can disagree, but in an agreeable fashion. Really easy to beat up on Congress. Again, I'll plead guilty to it because I've done it just as much as anybody. But if you're going to change the tone, if you're going to change the culture, you sort of have to start with yourself, especially if you're running for the office.